Hello, my name is Sean Palestino. Welcome to Selling Homes in Los Angeles. This is my real estate channel where we help buyers and sellers and investors buy their next property. And today I'm going to cover some tricks on how to find the best home deals in your area. Here's a quick intro, and I'm looking forward to getting into it with you. Welcome back. And today we're going to talk about how to find the best home deals in your area. And you can click the link above and get your free PDF download of everything that I'm going to cover with you in this video today. But, hiring a professional, I would say, is the first step in making sure that you get the best home deal. Everybody wants a deal. And, having a professional negotiating on your behalf is statistically proven to get you a better deal, having somebody negotiating on your behalf versus you negotiating on your own. And this is in most cases. Obviously, there's people out there that are very good at negotiating. So I'm not here to try to insult those people. But I think even though you may be a great negotiator, when you can take yourself out of the transaction and not have that emotional attachment into the transaction, you're going to find yourself getting a better deal when you've got somebody negotiating on your behalf, hitting those points of what's important to you. And sometimes it's not always about the price. Okay, so in our PDF download, you'll find all of these tricks, several tricks that I've found to be very useful when I'm advising my clients, helping them, who all want a great deal. And we're coming into a market where you as a buyer should be able to get a better deal. So everybody deserves a great deal, and you also deserve expert tips. So you can click the link below, schedule an appointment with me or somebody on my team. You can call us. The number there is scrolling at the bottom as well. We're here to help you. Our number one focus is building relationships with people so that we could hopefully be your trusted real estate resource going forward. And that's our number one focus and our vision for the relationship. So in the meantime, maybe you're not ready right now, and that's okay. We're never here to pressure you. We're just following up, calling you just to see if there's something we could do to be of service to you, and if and when you're going to be ready. We're not here to pressure you around that. So let's get into it. Part of finding the best deal is searching for the property. It's also negotiating. It's also closing on that deal. So we can help you with all of it. But if you want to learn a little bit more about what it is we do, then that's what I've created this channel for. So it's the Google search just a Google search isn't going to cut it. Finding a great home deal requires expert sleuthing, in addition to valuable partnerships and a real estate professional. So I'm going to cover in this handout things like how to find what's for sale, because believe it or not, searching itself takes a skill. And if you're relying on websites like Realtor.com and Zillow and Trulia and some of these other ones, the filters that are in those websites, those platforms, are just not the same as what we have in the MLS. We have very robust searching ability, which gives us the ability to find some properties. Maybe it's based upon how long the property is on the market, and we can search from that aspect. Maybe it's based upon homes that need a value add, some homes that are smaller homes that are on a bigger lot, and there's just certain things that you don't have the ability to search for in your typical search criteria or search filters that are in Realtor.com and Zillow and some of these other sites. So how to find what's for sale is a big part of it. Real estate clubs and communities, how this could maybe help you find something that is coming on the market or is not on the market on the traditional MLS, which is, again, something that a real estate professional does in our search for the clients that are working directly and exclusively with us. Finding foreclosures and short sales. Everybody wants a good deal, and they think that finding a foreclosure or a short sale is going to be the way to do that. Well, there's certain markets you just don't have a very large selection of these, but I believe we are coming into a market where you're going to see more of these. And so having a professional that can interpret the foreclosure and the short sale market is super important. So these are just to mention a few of the things we're going to cover. The last one being finding for sale by owners. These are properties that are for sale, but they're not on the traditional MLS system. Instead, the seller is trying to sell it themselves. And so finding those and negotiating those is key. Let us call for you because we can negotiate our commission into the deal instead of you having to pay for it. To be honest with you, in 18 years, I have never had a buyer pay me commission. I've always been able to get the seller to pay my commission. So obviously we don't work for free. We are not paid, hourly employees for the companies that we're partnering with, like EXP or Remax or Keller Williams. We're subcontractors, and we're 100% commission. Therefore, we don't get paid unless we're able to find the property and help you negotiate the deal that you want and are happy with, and then close on that property. We get paid at the closing table the same time you get delivered the keys. Okay? And so a lot of people don't know that. So how to find what's for sale. Let's talk about that first. Of course, you have your traditional MLS database, which as realtors, we pay to be a member of. One, you have to be licensed. Two, you have to pay to join. You have to pay to join and be a member of it. And that is an exclusive part of our business. We do have a business that we're running, and a big part of that is our membership to the MLS. So when you're searching on the MLS, knowing how to use the searchability that the MLS has, meaning those fields like I talked about. I have coached agents, and I can tell you that every agent searches differently. And having an agent that knows how to use that tool is super important. But finding properties may be based upon the days on market, or maybe based upon the fact that it's fallen out of escrow. This could be the key that gets you that perfect deal in your eyes. And to be honest with you, a good deal is really a perception. It's in the eyes of the beholder, meaning that each person has their own perception of what a good deal is. But that could be the key is using the search fields. For example, trying to find a home that has a certain size lot, that has been on the market a certain period in a certain area. And maybe there's certain areas that you're not aware of. Like, for example, in the San Fernando Valley, we have some little niche areas that if you're not searching properly, meaning searching Valley Glen or Valley Village, you won't find the properties that are in this little niche between North Hollywood and Studio City. So knowing how to use that search tool in the MLS and the MLS database is super important. So then online listings, Zillow, Trulia, Redfin, there are properties that come up on these sites that are not in the traditional MLS. And so being able to have an agent that's got the bandwidth to be able to search all of the different potential places to find those properties, to find that next property that suits you and could be that good deal that you're looking for. Realtor.com. Now, unfortunately, because of the way the systems are set up, Zillow and Realtor.com, they don't update at the same pace or the same speed that the MLS does. So by the time I find a property on the MLS and I'm showing a client, if you're looking on your own and you're relying on Realtor.com or Zillow, you may already be 5 days to 7 days late, a week late, finding that property. By the time you get in contact with the listing agent on your own, the property is already under contract. And this happens all the time. I can't tell you how many times a week that I find that this happens to people. So asking a realtor, having a relationship with a realtor is also a key part in finding the right home. Before negotiating, before knowing whether you can get that great deal, having the right person, a realtor, ultimately searching on your behalf on a daily basis. I put together a custom interactive list with my clients that they can access, and they can make notes on the property. They can put a thumbs up or a thumbs down if they like it or don't like it. I can see that when they do that. And it's an interactive list between me and the client so that we can streamline the list of properties. The next step is scheduling the appointment to actually go look at the properties. I can't tell you how often I find properties on the MLS that have one picture or no picture because the lazy agent that listed that property didn't list the proper photography. And then I go look at the property, and it's actually a nice home. It actually is a home that lots of buyers would like, but because they only listed one picture or no pictures, most buyers like yourself are skimming over those and not even looking at them. And that's a mistake. So I encourage my clients to look at the properties that are for sale that don't have any pictures or have one picture. Do not rule those out just because. Go to the description, read the description, and after the description, if it sounds like something that could be remotely be possible, something that you'd like, then go for it. These properties statistically don't have the same activity that the other properties with custom and professional photography have. So um, ultimately, understanding these things by having a professional like me guiding you and advising you, we can work together to find that right property. So the next step is obviously negotiating. But another place to find properties are real estate clubs and communities. If you go on Facebook, okay, and you go on and you join some of these community areas, you will find people pitching their own real estate that they're trying to sell, or a home maybe that's coming on the market that their neighbor is going to be selling, and you might find out about that property a week or two in advance. The next step is not to just try to make contact with that seller yourself, because remember, having a professional like me negotiating on your behalf is going to save you money. So pass that information along to your agent, or if you're working with me, to me or the agent that you're working with, because having somebody negotiating on your behalf is going to save you money and is going to get you that great deal. Okay. It is a give and take. Any relationship with a real estate professional is a give and take. They're looking for properties, but you might, as the buyer, might be the one that stumbles across that property in a club or a community or some group on Facebook or Instagram that you're a part of. So Facebook realtor groups are a great place to join state-based real estate clubs. For example, Bigger Pockets is one that I follow. That is a club that's designed, it's on YouTube. It's hosted and designed for buyers, sellers, and investors, people that just love the real estate industry and use the real estate industry for investing, as well as their for their family, their next home. What's that going to look like? Meetup groups. There are meetup groups that also get together that are real estate enthusiasts. Okay, you might find your next property in one of these groups. Another thing that you'll find inside of our PDF download is finding foreclosures and short sales. And in our PDF download, we supply you with a list of websites that you can check. Websites like Realty Track, that's realtytrack.com, auction.com, which is owned by Bank of America. Obviously, the MLS. We could give you a complete list of where to find HUD homes, the newspaper, where in the newspaper you can find homes, broker listings, and the courthouse, and the difference between properties that are being sold on the courthouse compared to the ones that are being sold to the general public. You definitely want to have a realtor that is experienced in the foreclosure and the short sale market, so that will give you an advantage to finding the property and negotiating the best deal. And you find a complete list. You want to be proactive. You could announce that you are looking for a short sale or a foreclosure and see if anyone comes to you. That's a good way of doing that, and that's what these websites do. The last and final thing we want to talk about is finding homes that are for sale by owner. How do you find these? Generally, you're going to find these on Zillow, Realtor.com, and these are people that think they can do it themselves. And statistically, on average, homes sell. It takes 3 times longer for a for sale by owner to sell. It also they sell for 17% less. So there's a good chance, and having a realtor like me negotiating on your behalf, there's a good chance that I'm gonna be able to earn a commission by negotiating with the for sale by owner directly, and then you're gonna be able to get the best deal by saving that 15 to 17% that most for sale by owners end up selling for less. And this is a statistical fact that they sell for less and they take longer to sell. So check out websites like Fizber, Fizber.com, ForSaleByOwner.com, and Fizbo, FSBO.com, as well as Zillow and Realtor.com. Again, you get a complete list in this PDF download. You can click the link right above to schedule with me or somebody on our team to help you if you're looking to buy a home, sell a house, or invest in real estate in the next 90 days. We would love to begin that relationship. Even if you're looking to do it 6 months down the road, a year down the road, we're open and would love to be in relationship with you and helping you, guiding you, giving you free information, completely free. We don't get paid until you buy a home. We don't charge up front for our services. So if you'd like to know more, click the link above and schedule so that we can talk to you. Or check out one of the other videos here I've posted on the channel, and whether it's down payment assistance or credit repair, or whether it's how to negotiate, and the 12 mistakes that sellers make when selling their home and negotiating. Anything like that you can find right here on my channel here, Selling Los Angeles. So asking friends and family is something that you don't want to forget about. A lot of times, friends and family know about homes in an area. They see a sign or they see a for sale by owner sign, maybe something that's not advertised widely on the internet that we can find just by word of mouth. So drive around the areas that you like. A lot of times while driving, you might see that for sale by owner sign in somebody's front yard. And then remember, call me and let me help you negotiate that. Okay? It's again, this is a give and take. Saving money on the price is super important, but it's also very important to get the home that you're going to love and get it in the area that you want to live in. Okay. So again, finding all this inside of my PDF download will help you. You can print it out and actually, instead of taking notes here, you can just click the link above and get your free download. So when you're on the lookout, you have plenty of ways to find the best deal. But you have to be looking for that deal. Actively looking to buy a home, please give me a call. If you're considering selling a home as well, we help commercial, residential, buyers, sellers, and investors. Whether you want to flip a property, buy and hold, whatever your strategy is, we're here to help you. So thank you for joining me today. Please come back. Please like and subscribe to the channel so that when we drop additional videos, you'll get notified. And help me with the YouTube algorithm and like the video and subscribe to the channel so that we can continue to grow. Thank you for joining us today, and I'm looking forward to helping you in the future. And we'll see you on future videos.